When I first met Lily, I truly believed I had found the person who could bring life back into my world. She had a bright, effortless smile that seemed to light up every space she entered. When she laughed, people around her couldn't help but join in. It was contagious in the best possible way. We married young and built a quiet life together in Austin. Our home wasn't luxurious, but it was full of warmth, shared routines, and the kind of comfort that comes from two people believing they are building something lasting. For a while, life felt exactly the way I had always hoped it would. Simple, stable, peaceful, but sometimes peace gets mistaken for boredom. And unfortunately, Lily began seeing it that way. It started small. She joined a neighborhood fitness club because she wanted to get back into shape. That's where she met Jake, one of the trainers. Jake was everything that naturally attracts attention. Confident, younger, loud in the way people are when they enjoy being the center of a room. Lily began mentioning him constantly. She talked about how funny he was, how motivating he was during workouts, how everyone at the gym loved him. At first, I ignored it. Marriage teaches you not to react to every minor concern. I didn't want to become the jealous husband who questioned harmless friendships. But over time, his name started appearing in our conversations more and more. Eventually, it felt like he had quietly stepped into a space inside our relationship without my permission. The first real warning sign came one Friday night. Lily didn't come home until nearly midnight. She explained that some of her gym friends had gone out for drinks after their workout class, and that Jake happened to be there too. She said it casually, smiling, as if there was nothing strange about it. I didn't argue with her that night, but inside my chest something tightened. You can feel when someone's attention begins drifting away from you. You can hear it in the way they laugh differently. Over the next few weeks, her phone became the center of her attention. She would smile while typing messages. And the moment I walked into the room, the phone would suddenly flip face down. One evening I asked casually who she was texting. She shrugged and said, "Just Jake. He's hilarious." I remember staring at her, trying to understand how easily she said another man's name like that, as if it should be completely normal. That night, I finally spoke honestly. "If you keep seeing Jake outside the gym," I told her calmly, "I'm leaving." She looked at me for a moment, then laughed. "Oh, come on, Mark," she said. "Don't be so dramatic." But I wasn't being dramatic. I was being clear. I had spent years giving her my loyalty, my support, and my time, and I wasn't going to stand there while another man slowly replaced the place I had built beside her. Still, I didn't push the argument further. I gave her a chance to prove me wrong. The following weekend, she said she was going out with her friends. But something about that night felt different. The way she dressed, the way she checked herself in the mirror one last time before leaving. An hour after she left, I called her best friend Sarah. There was a long pause on the phone. Then Sarah whispered quietly, "Mark, she's not with us tonight." That was all I needed to hear. I grabbed my keys and drove toward the bar Lily had mentioned earlier. Halfway there, I passed a rooftop restaurant glowing with warm lights and open seating overlooking the street. And that's when I saw them. Lily was sitting at a table, laughing, her hand resting comfortably on Jake's arm. I stopped the car. For a moment, I simply sat there watching, not angry, not yelling, just letting reality settle into my mind. Everything we had built together suddenly looked fragile, like it could collapse in a single careless moment. I didn't walk inside. I didn't start a scene. Instead, I took out my phone. I snapped a picture. Then I drove home. Back at the house, I packed only the essentials, a few clothes, important documents, and a handful of personal things I couldn't leave behind. Before leaving, I removed my wedding ring and placed it on the kitchen counter. Next to it, I left a short note. It said, "You laughed when I warned you. I'm done being the joke." Then I walked out of the home we had shared for 7 years. The next morning, my phone exploded with messages. "Mark, please call me. Let me explain." But explanations lose their value when you've already seen the truth with your own eyes. I never replied. I changed my number. For a while, I stayed with my brother while figuring out what to do next. Starting over isn't easy, but at least I could breathe again without constantly wondering who she was texting. 2 weeks later, I heard that Lily had gone to my old workplace crying. asking if anyone knew how to reach me. My coworkers told her I had moved away for a new job. That wasn't exactly true, but I wanted her to believe it. Distance can sometimes say more than words. A few days later, Sarah contacted me privately. She told me Jake had already stopped answering Lily's calls. Apparently, he had found someone else at the gym. Karma works fast sometimes. Months passed. Eventually, I moved into a new apartment, found a new job, started rebuilding everything. Occasionally, late at night, I would still think about Lily. Not with anger, not even with sadness, just disbelief at how quickly something that once felt permanent could disappear. Then one evening, I received an email from her. It was short. "You were right. I should have listened. I lost everything." I didn't reply. Some lessons don't require answers. Pain already explains enough. In the end, I realized something ironic. Lily had been right about one thing. Jake probably did understand her better than I ever did. He understood how to charm her, how to use her attention, and how to disappear when he was finished. When I walked away that night, Lily finally learned the difference between a man who stays and a man who only pretends to care. She laughed when I warned her, but when I left, her laughter left with me.